Oh my God. Irene, you in danger, girl. Aunt Louie is too. Welcome back to my channel. It's Tyra here with another struggle review, here to discuss Snowfall episode 7, Through a Glass Darkly. Now, before we get into Elton, god damn it Elton, Khadijah, Manboy, Wanda, and everybody else, I need you guys to drop down and subscribe to my channel and like this video. I'm going to give you guys a moment to do that, and then we're going to come back and discuss all things. What the hell wrong with Teddy? Now that you guys have hopefully subscribed to see more of me, let's get into this show. So we start off by getting into the aftermath of Fatback's murder. And it's just like immediate, okay, we're going to do this now. Everybody's moving forward. Franklin is already set to move forward. They are feeling like they are in the clear. They have nothing to worry about. The police got their murderer. I'm like, did y'all not forget about Khadijah? We just forgot about Khadijah real quick. Did we forget about Manboy? Did we forget about Scully? Everybody else who, if they weren't even worried about Franklin, they were at least still worried about Leon. She knows that it was Leon. Like, they were just, I was like, come on, y'all. Come on. People getting real slow lately. Now, after that, we immediately get into Alton and him pretty much contemplating Irene's offer. And we get into his sobriety party. And I was waiting, for the family to be like, Alton is out of it. Alton is not there. It's like he's in a space and he's like non-existent. It was really nice to see Sissy and Jerome together. Like, I can remember the last time we seen them together and just genuinely have a good time as sister and brother. I dead ass forgot that they were sister and brother for a while. But we also get into Jerome now, even, with the meeting they had before with Leon and the current birthday party, the current sobriety party. You can tell that there's a rift between Jerome and Louie because, in last episode, she told him, this is a whole thing with the CIA and Teddy and basically we in this for life. All right. So then we get into drunk ass Teddy, drunk ass, high ass, unsober ass Teddy and Abby. I didn't mind Abby this episode. Abby got some. We gonna have to get into Abby because I feel like Abby hiding something. But we get into them flying to Nicaragua, and then we also get into Wanda and interacting with Alton in the shelter. And he's, confronting her, like, have you found a job? Have you been looking? But amongst that, we hear a baby cry and realize that the family that we have been following, for a few episodes now, the dad is on the side of the shelter, dead of a heart attack from, pretty much crack. I was like, damn. We are sure to really spend a lot of time with Alton in this episode to understand why he just really felt the need to do what he did. Because it's like I can't be fighting, the same war. I can't help these people. And I'm also in my son's life who's contributing to where these people are. Like, it was like a double negative. It was like, what? But it was still like, where did you guys think that this was going to lead? What if you guys thought Franklin's been doing this whole time? This episode, like, we gonna get into Sissy because Sissy, I had just let Sissy back in my face like 5 minutes ago. Ugh. Now, after we have a moment of Franklin being smart-ass Franklin, realizing, that they were being followed and that, if they wanted to, hit us or murk us or rob us, they would have did it a long time ago. They are following us because they feel like we're going to meet the plug. Smart-ass Franklin. See how, like, when we get smart-ass Franklin and we don't get, dumb-ass Franklin? But after we, get with the police and they leave the shelter and we really see I love the writing. They always make sure they put in, little tidbits of what's going on in those side effects of crack, instead of us just seeing, them sell all the time. We have these broken homes. We have, parents who are separated, parents who are dying, kids, being put into foster care, and, countless other things as a result of this drug. Then after that, we get into Leon just taking his ass home to the projects like everything is okay. I was like, what? Fatback getting stabbed and murdered is not the end all to be all. Like, you just walking, roaming around free. Like, they hadn't even said it at this point. But I was sure that nobody had forgotten. Like, I wasn't surprised when we found out that, there was a bounty on his head. Because it was like, oh, we're just going to go home. Okay. Of course, he doesn't go home to any fanfare. And we're met with Fatback's cousin, OG, triple OG, triple OG, who is not here for it. Like, no, you're not going to just bring your ass back here. First of all, Fatback took care of everybody. You just left, and we haven't heard anything since. And it's at this point that we realize we need some help from Jerome. I didn't know Jerome. We gonna get it to Jerome. So after we leave, Franklin making the drop with Gustavo and trying to inquire to say, hey, Teddy seemed a little coked out, which we already know. And of course, Gustavo, no, everything is okay. No, it's not, Gustavo. It's not. How many times you gonna scrape Teddy up off the floor? Then we get into Alton sitting. I was like, oh. Now, from the previews, I thought maybe he was really going to give Sissy the terms first. Even though that doesn't excuse Sissy's behavior towards the end of this episode towards Alton. I thought he was going to give her the terms, which he should have. Hey, this is what's going on. This woman has met with me and, she has everything, on ready to go. This is going to happen whether we want it to or not. The best we can do is try to save ourselves and save our son. But, he kind of takes another approach and, it's like, well, I just wanted to stop. And he's kind of in his emotions, and Sissy is for it. But as soon as she hears, anything about her separating herself from Franklin or them, I love when Alton said, you sipping the Kool-Aid, because boy, is her ass sipping the Kool-Aid like Sissy from day one. As soon as she found out about it and she let him back into her good graces, and it wasn't Franklin begging on the outside, Mama, please open the door. When we left that, she has been just as much a part of this as he is. And she's like, if you really think that this was all going to cease after 2 years, you're crazy. Sissy, you're crazy. But besides us being crazy, we want to, invest and continue to do things with this money and ignore how your son is getting it. It does not work that way. So after it's confirmed that Teddy is coked out, like, really, Teddy, right now? Teddy is not only, drinking himself to death, but he is on coke again, at which we get into Avi. When Avi is the voice of reason in an episode, something's wrong. And he gets into, the past and, things that he was already involved in with the CIA and occupational hazards, and Teddy being burnt out. What we already know, it's just like, how long are you going to try to keep pushing in a state that you're in? Whenever whatever happens and it blows up with Teddy, it is going to blow up. And I think that it's going to change the season. Like, something is about to happen. Keep your eye on Teddy. So after we leave Jerome and, him, I don't know, what does Louie have against Leon? Every time Leon is in the room, in the air, Aunt Louie just seems a bit like, ugh, get this nigga. What Leon ever do to you, girl? It's like Aunt Louie is looking at the bigger picture, but she's like, just the thought of like, oh, you don't need to be out there, around those gangs. And Aunt Louie, what you think y'all doing all day? It was just a body, as you saw, a body in front of your club. Regardless if there was a bounty on your head or not, you guys have to look over your shoulder anyway. Jerome would have to look over his shoulder anyway, regardless if he goes to help Leon or not. And Jerome's like, what you want me to do? Then we get into Alton at the bar, his club soda and Irene. Don't you hate when somebody, in a movie or just in life, they press that good old tape recorder and like, this is off the record, right? Well, once they press record and your voice is there, whatever they decide to do with it is what they decide to do with it. You don't have anything written. She is not a cop. She is... You don't have anything, Alton, for her to go, well, we have this story, but Alton said he wants us to, protect his family and leave certain aspects alone, but y'all can have the rest, because that's what Alton wanted. But you was a panther. Brother, why? Now we get back to the projects and we see Wanda and Leon, and it's like, you look better than you did. You know she look good, Leon. Don't be trying to flex on Wanda and her little sobriety. Getting into her sobriety, though we didn't want to look for a job at the shelter, we go and instead of just telling Leon, hey, this is what's going on, he got this offer from this Oriental lady, and hey, no. I'm getting something off of Wanda. I don't know what it is. Wanda, don't you be out here trying to. Just remember, whatever you do comes back on Leon. Don't be trying to get I just wasn't feeling when, she was in the shelter and she said, Franklin Saint, your son, right? Yeah, how you know my son? Oh, just from around the way. Girl, but why you lying, Wanda? But Wanda wants a job. What you mean you want a job? Doing what? You want to do what, Wanda? You want somebody to put some crack in your hands to sell? And you've been sober for all of 5 minutes? Want to get out my face? Want to get out my face? Want to get out my face? Ugh. Y'all should have seen my face when Wanda. I was with Leon. Like, I know you don't want no job. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck. Let me bring it back. We don't need you in those close vicinities with the crack and you just got sober. It's given Pookie from New Jack City. It's given 1 and a 2 and a. It's given shut down Carter. No, move. So after we get in Jerome and Leon making peace with the gang, I love that even, gangs are a lot of things, but I like that they didn't just betray them to be one thing here. And Jerome made it very clear. It's not, just all about money. It's about honor. It's about loyalty. And you can understand why some people would consider this, real family. It's not, you have to have boundaries. Once they get on common ground, he, puts a little beer on the bobby. I was like, not no old 40. Went to the corner store. You know what I'm looking for. St. Ives, St. Ives. Yeah, y'all remember that commercial. Y'all remember them St. Ives commercials, all the rappers? Oh man. Straight racist. But after he, makes it clear, like, these boys, because I'm not going to say men, these boys are in your hands. If anything happens to them, something's happening to you. Jerome like, let's eat. The goddamn cigarette, let's eat. I was like, all right. And Leon, was really taken back. Like, wow, Jerome is really, out here sticking his neck out for me. Then after that, we get into Sissy and her success with Paul Davis, and then becoming even more investors into 2 towers and sign this, and Sissy got a gold watch flexing. All right. But we ain't sipping the Kool-Aid though. And they're just so giggity. Did you ever think we'd, be able to put $500,000 down on anything? No. No. Sign here, son. Like, oh, really? Really? But we want so bad for our son to back away. Sissy, get out my face. So after we leave Irene and Alton, who are still talking now, I was like, Irene, you took Alton to your home. Irene be want to die so bad. I be trying, Irene wants to die. So why would we take Alton to our home? There was nothing that we couldn't share with Alton that we couldn't say in the bar. Like, you gave this man your address? Okay, all right, but let's leave that over there. We get into Teddy, high-ass Teddy in the bank. Ugh. I thought Teddy was about to punch that lady in the face. I was like, oh my goodness. Even though the money has been resolved and, the money has been put back into his account, Teddy still wants to know why. I need a name. I need to understand why any $15 million were transferred and were stolen and he didn't run. Something is suspect about that. Something is going on. I need you to give me his name. And Teddy, nope. And Teddy, I'm not satisfied with that answer. I was like, oh shit. Oh shit. So after we leave that, we get into Jerome. It reminded me of Baby Boy when, Jody rolled up like, oh, baby, I got beat by some little niggas. You got beat by some little niggas. We roll up, they're going, from little guy to little guy. I was like, oh my goodness. It's, we hear about it, but to see, those 13, 14-year-old, 12-year-old kids out there in gangs on corners, it's like, yo, get out there, run it and protect and loot. I was like, look at these little boys. At which somebody rolls up, we saw that gun in the preview. We wanted to know, who was about to shoot Leon, which I knew it wasn't going to be too much about nothing because if somebody just going to shoot your ass, they just going to shoot you. But she rolls up with the pause. I need this money. I need this money. I love the little kid with the glasses. He also, gives more light on the gang. Like, this kid is clearly brilliant. He's, mathematically there. But yet he's still, in this type of lifestyle because they see something there that they don't see within their homes or at school. He could have been so much more. But after he rolls up on her and, little, weak ass Leon, hey, when you need something, you ask for it. I don't care what's going on with your mom and your daddy and the crack and you ask for it. Take this money and go on. Jerome's like, fuck that. What else do you know about this bounty on our heads? Yeah. Yes, Jerome, flex that shit. I'm so tired of Jerome walking around being big for nothing. Jerome, yes, this is Jerome we need. Triple O. Yes, Jerome. I'm liking this, Jerome. Now, after that, we get into Teddy. Although Teddy is constantly on a power trip and wants control and wants to know everything, you continuously hear Teddy say, my money. Teddy, this ain't your money. Teddy is so invested that he doesn't know how to separate the two. And he continues to go, I want to know where my money is. Where is my money? You took my money? Nobody took your money, Teddy. But since we are on this, Teddy, is all in black. And Abby shows up at the door. Hey, bring you a drink. Get the fuck out of here, Abby. Don't nobody want no drink. It's like, if you're going to do what I think you're going to do, don't. And Teddy don't want to hear that shit. When I saw that Teddy was dressed all in black like Ghost on Power, I was like, oh, no, Teddy, no, he wasn't ready. No, Teddy, nope. Teddy is like, nope. Then we get into Irene, who also has what looks to be an addiction herself. Irene has been addicted to this story forever. This has ruined, her relationship with her daughter, her relationship with her husband. She is just like, don't you want to celebrate? I got liquor and I'm like, first of all, man, this is your ex-husband who has made it very clear he's in a relationship. Girl, I don't want. And of course, the ex is like, I'm thinking about the aftermath. What is this going to do to me, to you, to your daughter when you let this information out? You're not even thinking about that. You're not even thinking about the repercussions. You're just thinking about you finally, got this story that you've been working for your whole life. She is so like ecstatic and so addicted to this story that I was just like, okay, Irene, looking a little druggy over there. We get back to the club and, Jerome, they inform everybody like, no, it's not just a bounty on Leon's head. There's a bounty on all our heads. When Louie hit that, oh, it's going to be the death of me running around with y'all. It's like, ain't it though? It's like people are just signing their death certificates in this episode with Irene and how ecstatic she was. And freaking Louie is just like, I just got to look over my shoulder and now I got to worry about, girl, you had to worry about that before. What kind of lifestyle do you think you people are in? Then we get into Teddy and, his money being stolen. And this whole torture style, he is inducing, I don't know, senor, no, I'm a banker. It's like, nope, I know you know. You're going to tell me what you know. If you don't tell me what you know, I'm about to torture your ass. Whole drowning the man. I was like, you better watch Teddy. Teddy is about to, y'all think people on the other side finna fuck shit up. Teddy is about to let the cat out of the bag, honey. Oh. At which we leave Teddy and we get into, because, Sissy had already came and was like, oh, I need to talk to y'all. I was like, oh, shit. They roll up and he just wants to know. Frank was like, I don't want to hear it. I just want a name. And we already know what he wants that name for. Like, I'm about to get to her and get this information before it gets out. However, I got to get it. And Alton is going on about, the systematic oppression. Brother, it's too late, Alton. It's too late. And though Alton did what he thought was right, it's too late. It's no way that I can see this being a separate issue to where your family won't get involved and get taken down also. Even if they're going to get hit the hardest. You think they're going to just really focus on Teddy and the government and all this stuff way above your pay grade? No, they're going to hit your family. They're going to hit your family the hardest. So it wasn't the best decision, but I can see why he felt like he needed to do it. Now, getting into Sissy, by the time Franklin knocked the shit out of Alice, I was like, damn. By the time that happened, I was just like, I was waiting on Sissy to, you're taking it too far. We can, something. Sissy just was like, oh. And he said, you're not my dad anymore. Don't fucking call me son. Get the fuck out. I was waiting for Sissy to at least, maybe, oh no, we're not going there. Last time this happened, he just got his sobriety back. We're not doing that. We're going to figure this out. We're going to, no, just let Elton walk on out. I was like, wow, Sissy, I thought we made some progress, girl. So after we leave Alton and Teddy, Alton, we just gonna fly to Cuba. They about to hit the Tupac. We just gonna fly to Cuba. We got all this money. We gonna fly to Cuba. All this, oh, you gonna take everybody to Cuba? Because if they don't get me, they're gonna get them. This was not a smart choice. Then we get into Teddy and all of his torture. Now, once Teddy is being called, the policia is at the door and runs out, the banker is there, and so is Abby. Abby had a hand in whatever happened to that money, honey. And they just, I didn't think Abby was going to be useful doing this little season, but Abby might be. I was like, Abby is giving like double agent type shit in this episode. What is going on? Did y'all get that, or was it just me? So we get to the end of the episode, and Franklin wants nothing more than to just speak to Teddy. Teddy, the shit is hitting the fan. Red alert, beep, beep, beep. Teddy is nowhere he needs to be because he's too busy jumping out of windows all dressed in black. Then we get into Franklin going to tease. No, we had to go to tease and get out, braid my hair. Come on and braid. Get his damn scalp greased, and he sees that, people getting all in, every time somebody get in between some legs and get their scalp greased, honey, people just get to break it down. He's like, I think we're in trouble. I don't think we can come back for this. And he's like, oh, what's wrong? I'm like, don't tell her nothing. Don't tell her. This is real cute. Don't tell her nothing. But we end the episode with Irene all in her bag, typing away, and we see the news station, and I was like, oh girl, she happy typing, girl. We hear Alton talking, this is such and such, and I want my son to be left out. Oh, do you now? You think that's how this works? Woo! But you guys, that was my review of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yes, this was a quick one. It's like a lot happened in this episode, but at the same time it didn't. I think we'll get to a whole lot of things in next episode. As you can see from next episode, we do see man boy rolling up on T. Oh, really now? Oh, really? It was either gonna be man boy's ass or a fucking federal agent. One or the two, and it looks like she's about to get murked. Like, bitch, you ain't coming with the information quick enough. Like, y'all all in here like, damn, do y'all go out on, do you take T to get a burger? Do you take her to the Waffle House? Do you take her anywhere? All he do is show up at your apartment, girl. Like, girl, no, at least get some dinner first. Damn. But we see that in the next episode, and we see, the aftermath of the story at Alton, and I'm just really interested to see what happens with that and how the family is going to move. Now, I do think this will be that episode where we see the aftermath of what happens with Lucia, because we see, Jerome in that suit, and I'm like, oh, they finna shoot. Oh man, I did forget to mention that fax that Gustavo got, and we see a little interaction with Lucia. I'm like, y'all finna pull Lucia out of the bag. Like, we ain't seen her in I don't know how long, so that should be interesting. But I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Please comment below what you thought about this episode, what you think is going to happen in the next episode. Are you still feeling this season? Do you feel like things are getting a little bit out of hand, or do you feel like things are just getting started? But I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I see you guys next time.